Hi guys, welcome to my Channnel, and today we are going to be reacting to stories on Reddit. This is my first video ever alone. If you don't know me, I am Kyoko from the Channnel Mayan Kyoko. If you would like to check her and our Channnel out, links are in the description. Now let's get into the video. Mom is a teacher. Middle school students were working on group projects on Google Drive and bad-mouthing other students either in the main document or the comments somehow got printed. Librarians saw it first when they printed at the end of the class. This is one of those moments when you just have to keep your thoughts in your head. You guys decided to badmouth some kids from your class, and instead of doing it in a meeting, y'all decided to make an entire document. As if what y'all are saying is more important than the assignment. I'm sorry. The sense is not there. So not me, but a friend of mine. So he is a manager in a kitchen, and when he got this sweet gig in a new kitchen, it was like 90% Cuban women. Now my friend is straight up Irish, red hair, pale skin with freckles, green eyes, totally a white boy. His mother though was a Spanish teacher and raised him to speak fluent Castilian Spanish. Well, for his first 2 weeks the ladies talked a lot of smack about him in Spanish to each other and totally dissed him non-stop. He decided to let it roll, and when the 2 weeks was up he held a big meeting with them all to go over the changes he was gonna make. He held the whole meeting in Spanish, and he said every woman's face hust dropped and went bright red. Needless to say, they stopped talking. Wow. Why were they talking about him? And non-stop? Were they even doing their jobs? Like, props to your friend for just ignoring them and not firing them on the spot. He must be a very calm and nice man. Not an art teacher, but I had a student that all the other teachers were afraid of. They swore up and down he was going to be a school shooter or serial killer or something. He got transferred into my elective class because it was my first year teaching. No one else wanted to deal with him, and they knew I wouldn't protest. Anyways, this kid would ignore directions and scribble in his notebook. He wrote creepy poems and he always drew knives. He was obsessed with knives. After a few weeks of slowly building a bit of rapport with him, I realized he just enjoyed getting a reaction and shocking people by saying and doing odd stuff. So one day I just sat with him and asked him what was up with all the knife drawings. He admitted that his uncle forges knives as a hobby. I guess his uncle was like a father to him, and he'd design these knives and they'd work on actually creating them together. He brought in some actual picture and was incredibly proud. He was actually a really funny, really cool kid who just had a tough home life. I hope he ended up alright. This story is a big example of not judging a book by its cover. The way that kid ended up just doing all of that odd stuff just because he liked the reaction of the teacher, and the knives were just designs he and his uncle would work on after school as their quality time togethers. And he ended up being an amazing person that the teacher liked being around. When I was in high school, I was the talkative one, so usually I sit next to the quiet ones and loner type. Whenever our teacher does the pick your own partner thing, I actually just go with the person I'm seated next to and play it off as, yeah, we are sitting together anyways, it's easier if we just partner up. But actually, it's because they usually end up left without a partner and I don't. I used to be that way before I made friends. I know the feeling of being unwanted and downright rejected even. The world needs more people like you. Like, where were you when I was in primary school, and why did it take so long for you to make friends? You are a godsend, and good things only should be coming your way. I can tell if we were to meet in real life we would get along so perfectly. I failed the first quarter of a class in middle school, so I made a fake report card. I did this every quarter that year. I forgot that they mail home the end-of-year cards, and my mom got it before I could intercept with my fake. She was pissed at the school for their error. The teacher also retired that year and had already thrown out his records, so they had to take my mother's proof, the fake ones I made throughout the year, and correct the mistake. I've never told her the truth. You don't know how lucky you are. Someone up there is on your side. Someone up there is rooting for you. The way that his lie line up with the circumstance of the situation is just scaring. Like, the minute they needed the records to prove he's failing the class, that's when the teacher decided to leave the school and throw the evidence out. Like, fate is in your favor. Anyways, you have reached the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you want more content from me, and let me know your opinion in the comments below.